What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. What a treat to be here in what is called the prettiest little stadium in America, home to the Georgia Southern Eagles in Statesboro. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Appalachian State Mountaineers, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Georgia Southern Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Georgia Southern will kick it off to get things started. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Mountaineers offense will get first crack at it today. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing, sometimes it just gets away, sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time, because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive.
Going for a big play right off the bat. He's got it inside the 15. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. That is brutal. An explosive play like that to be wiped out by a mistake. Offense working from the pistol. The snap sets up to throw. Coming out aggressively. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. You find a defender that you believe your man can beat, and the fade is really effective.
Yeah, you pick on him, right, Reese? You find the guy that you know that my guy can win, even if I don't throw a great throw. You found your matchup. Execution was perfect.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
You want to settle everybody in on the road? You want to take the nerves away? Run the football. Really, really good job. The offensive line, they're physical and nasty. They're not nervous. They're not worried about this crowd getting loud. They just want to hit you right in the mouth, and they started the game off with some good physicality.
Flips it out in the flat. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Guys, let's chat about App State. They've climbed into the top 10, been through some battles, proving themselves to be one of the best teams in the country. What do you think about their chances of staying there?
Well, they got to keep playing at a high level, and obviously they've had tons of success now to crack into the top 10. I'll tell you, when you get top 10, David, you get everybody's attention.
Yeah, you get everybody's attention, but I hope this team ain't just searching for a top 10.
Touchdown, App State! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Georgia Southern's offense has its first opportunity of the day. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, Dave?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Going right to work up top. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Appalachian State. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. They punted on their opening drive, and now they need a 3rd down conversion to avoid punt. Sends it back in motion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. He's going to let it go. Makes the grab along the left sideline for the huge gain.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you have got to find a way to slow this quarterback down.
Makes the grab. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Plows through the defense. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
At the 45, on its way. Flying down the left side. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. Takes the handoff. It's Moody. Oh, he's got some. Headed to the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Eagles.
You don't oftentimes say you need to score a touchdown in the first quarter, but when you're losing 21-0 in the first, they had to score right there, and they did. Nice job by the offense, executing on the drive, punctuating it with the touchdown, Now their defense has got to finally wake up and get a stop.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Almost everything has gone their way so far, up 21-7, and they have it back. They'll start this drive going to the air. He'll try to do it himself. And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quickly to the tight end. Still running at the 40. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Pulls it in. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. And the Mountaineers will snap it on 1st and 10. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the 2nd quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Looking to fire. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Mountaineers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
How explosive is this offense, right? They rev it up so quickly. Speed, playmaking ability, versatility, running, throwing, NFL talent all over the place. And after that last touchdown, they've already blown this game wide open. And guys, we're not even through the 1st quarter yet.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find.
Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and we are done in the 1st quarter. Guys, it's Appalachian State holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the 1st, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Back to pass. Got him downfield. He got loose, almost housed it, finally tracked down at the 32. The Eagles headed quickly to the line.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Stockton. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Second down, he'll throw it. Finds the tight end. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. And the Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They just keep firing. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Oh, those are those opportunities in the game. You got a chance to take points off the board, make a big play, and you just couldn't squeeze the interception. That's one of those plays coaches come back to, talk about, say, think if we get this pick and we start taking this the other direction and we take points off of the scoreboard.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. Off the play fake on first down. Throwing on the run. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Mountaineers!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Georgia Southern, 7.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
The Eagles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him. Hit him. Get physical. They get the sack on this play, and that's just what they needed.
The Mountaineers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass D.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Fires to the right. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. The field goal is no good. They blow the field goal. Something finally goes wrong. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll send the back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. And the Eagles come to the line with a new set of downs. Finds his tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
He wants to throw it again. Got his man downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play.
Really nice discipline by that receiver against man coverage because you know that throw is going to be contested with a defender in your back pocket. He fights back to the football. He fights through contact and shows really strong hands on the catch.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Got it in stride inside the 20. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, App State.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the 1st half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the 1st half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
The Eagles come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Let's go. Defensively now, we know we get a stop. We get the offense the ball back in great field position. A great opportunity to make some strikes, maybe score some points. Let's go defense.
And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Fires to the middle, and the timing just a hair off. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Lets it fly. He's got it on the left. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Wants to go up top on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Flushed out of the pocket. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. They'll immediately call timeout. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. 57 yards out, and he powers it through the uprights. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And the standout player on the defensive side of the ball has been that boogeyman back there at safety. They try to run it, he's filling the holes. They try to throw it, he's either picking them off or trying to take dudes' heads off. Good luck making adjustments. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
And the Mountaineers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possession.
There he goes. Got enough for the first. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Defense has the lead in the second half. Expect to see a lot of zone coverage. It's going to be tight. It's going to be hard to fit these footballs in, especially when you're throwing in the middle of the field like they were right there as the ball falls incomplete.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That'll get the job done. The chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Georgia Southern really efficient on offense. Rides the back and leaves it. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. He's in open space downfield. Turning it on. The 40. The 20. The 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Appalachian State. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Off play action on first down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
To the air on second down. Safe completion on the screen. Crosses the 30. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. The give to the running back from the shotgun. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The Mountaineers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. To the air, it's Allen. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. A strike downfield. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, App State. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the extra point was good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Wants to fire on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Stockton. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard.
Fires one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll field the punt. He gets a block. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Looking to pass. It's Allen. Throws to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
And they're featuring this guy all day long. Now he's over 150 yards. Great job by the offense. This is a matchup. I'm going to take advantage. He's taking advantage of it all game long.
Looking downfield on first down. Got his man on the right. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Brings up second down.
Looking to fire. Got his man. Oh, he's got some space. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Appalachian State.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. We've reached a break, and Appalachian State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. They'll look to pin them deep. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
With a second and long. Looking to throw, it's Allen. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. And he had just enough to will that one home. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter. sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Here we go, sack.
Wants to throw on first down. Snags it over the middle. Breaks into the open. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun. Give on the inside. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Eagles, now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done it.
He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it inside the 25. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19. The Eagles look to keep this drive humming. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll try the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. Absolutely perfect. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have...
Lofts one high and deep. Makes a grab at the 25, and there's room. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Under fire. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Man, I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass on second down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Finds a little space. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Slips through the line. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Appalachian State regains possession and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Give to the running back. Got the first down and more. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Line gets set. First down. Even with this lead, they'll throw again. Catch in the middle. It's Stevens. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They've dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is